Dr. Wood, author of the book Miracles Minutes. We'll change a little bit subject matter and go to something called Qigong. And Qigong is a art of breathing technique. I recommended it in my book Miracles in Minutes. And what's the purpose behind breathing exercise? So Miracles in Minutes is framed on the context of, hey, how's this system wired to function? And it's wired to survive. Options number one, baby's first born, can they breathe? If they're not breathing, you have to worry about, can they eat and can they get water in? So breathing's first. So breathing and movement, that's basically it. Two connected, everything looks good. So Qigong, what is it? It's an ancient art from the Chinese, Qi, like an energy, Gung meaning discipline. So Qi or energy or life discipline. So breathing, if you stop breathing, you're done. You're out of life. So what's the benefits of Qigong? First of all, it's hardwired into the brainstem, and it's around a microcirculatory system around the spinal column. And there's also some special fluid that flows around your spinal column and around your brain called CSF, cerebral spinal fluid. The interesting about CSF is it has twice as much glycogen, sugar, than your bloodstream. So it's kind of interesting that guess what the brain runs on? Glycogen. Guess what your whole system runs on? Glycogen, which is sugar. And when our breathing patterns get messed up, it creates a panic state in the body. So rather than going after, well, I have anxiety, I have depression, that's kind of like chasing the dominoes after they're down the road. Hey, look, don't look at, all the head of the dandelion, go to the root. And the root is maybe your breathing's messed up. So what's Qigong? You breathe in through the nose. It's interesting, the nose has some bones in it called turbinates. These spirally little bones. And if you listen to it, turbinate. So when air comes through the nose, it spins. Okay, what does spinning air have to do anything? Well, look at tornadoes, look at hurricanes. You can actually spin more oxygen up into the system. You can power up the system more when you breathe through your nose. It's also a signal to your brain that I'm in a relaxed state, I'm in a relaxed, strong state. Mouth breathing says you're in a state of panic, I know, or stress. And I knew when I played football, if the guy in front of me is mouth breathing, he's toast and his butt's fine. I don't even have to work that hard. So Qigong, breathing through the nose, deep, and into the abdomen. So if you look at a small baby, when you watch them, you see that they inflate all the way to their diaper. I mean, they're breathing from the top of the rib cage down to the bottom of their torso to where their private parts are. So that's a big oxygen chamber. Most people are breathing from mid-chest up to about neck, and a lot of people are neck breathing. They do like that. So that's like, you see that in COPD, chronic obstructive pulmonary disease. It shortens up the neck muscles. And your neck muscles wind up becoming primary breathing muscles versus secondary breathing muscles. So you can have chronic neck pain. You get headaches. You can get radiculopathy down the arm. I got numbness and tingling in my hands. I got chest pain. I got, all kinds of different pain from faulty breathing technique. So by Qigong, by practicing this breathing, deep breath all the way down into the abdomen. Now, just get that down. You could do it laying down. It'd be the easiest way. You're in a very relaxed state. Sitting would be second progression, and standing would be third. Okay? Because now you're dealing in gravity and still doing this. Now, let me cover a little bit more of the context of Qigong. What are some of the other benefits? Well, there's a couple other things. So one of the things that a baby has to learn is to not piss their pants and not crap their pants. Okay, so you have two diaphragms down in your pelvis, called the urogenital diaphragm is one of them, where that's genitalia, private parts, urination, and defecation. So what you could do is you close the anal sphincter. I use this metaphor. Imagine you're in jail and you drop the soap. Tighten up the anal sphincter. Not too hard, not tighten butt cheeks, but that wiring is wired right into your central nervous system, right into your brain. And the other one's like a Kegel exercise, like stop urinating, or guys could imagine pulling your testicles up. So you do that, you're thinking about that, your brain's going crazy, like, oh my God, pull my testicles up, close my anal sphincter, breathe the air in, hold that, don't let that go. But if you find your breathing going, then let those two locks go and just go back to normal breathing. or deep breathing. Once you can get the deep breathing down, then you can try to bring in the two locks at the bottom. That's going to close the pelvic floor. You're going to feel increased pressure, and then you'll feel the body breathe into the center of yourself. You'll feel like a sleeve open up. The benefit is a lot of people have sexual dysfunction and have a hard time controlling their urination as they get older. It's because you're not bringing energy down to that area. So impotence is common, vaginal dryness in women, and all other kinds of sexual dysfunction. When you start breathing deep again, bring in those two locks, the breathing goes into the abdomen and into the pelvic floor. You're bringing energy down to your whole body. You can almost think it through the chakras and all the meridians, and it really creates a deep sense of stillness in the mind. You get rid of all kinds of chronic pain, and you can feel better. If you ever seen a qigong master, their energy they exude is incredible in the room because they have a great sense of control of themselves, and they have a very stable spine, and they have a very stable mind. So Dr. Wood, benefits of qigong and how it might be able to help you.